Okay, my friends. Well, hello, leaders, and welcome to our first of many Level Up mini meetings, is what we're calling them. So, mark your calendars. We are going to do these the second Tuesday of every month moving forward, unless for some reason Avon changes our role and responsibility, then we may have to rethink that. But for right now, we are going to plan to do these leadership development chats the second Tuesday. So my name is Marie Gaynor, and I am a field sales coach in Central Florida, and our territory includes Orlando, Jacksonville, Gainesville, Ocala, Daytona, and all the towns in between. So really big area. And then joining me tonight and for our future Level Up meetings as well is Pat James. So hi, Pat. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Pat James, and I'm also a field sales coach with Avon. And my territory is actually Birmingham, Alabama, and all the way over to Mississippi and a little western piece of it, the Atlanta area in Georgia. And again, quite a large area as well. And just happy to be joining Marie on these calls and looking forward to seeing everyone level up.
Awesome, great. So again, welcome everybody. So tonight's Level Up is going to be a bit basic as we have, and we're expecting maybe a couple more promoters, star promoters, representatives who are new to leadership join us tonight. Our future meetings certainly will have different content specifically to help you and your team grow your sales and your team size. So next month, we're likely probably to focus on seasonal recruiting and selling since Christmas is just around the corner, right? But for tonight, we will focus on these things that you can see on the screen. Powerful words to use, questions to engage conversation, how to share fun, and a simple plan to illustrate how to earn $300 in 30 days. All right, so I'm sure you've seen our career and compensation plan. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through this. In fact, I'm going to spend no time. So for now, this is what you should refer to see where you are and where you want to be. I thought I may have attached this, may not have attached this, but you can find this in your resources file on Avon Now. So if you go to Avon Now, go ahead and click on Avon U, and you'll find that under your resources file. I believe it's under your mentor tools. So you'll see the compensation plan there. All righty. So let's just start off with an exercise to get everybody warmed up for tonight. So we're going to take just a couple minutes, and in the chat box, I'd like for you to answer these 3 questions. All right, so share with us the answers of these 3 questions if you can. If you're on the phone and you can't do it, that's fine as well. But what brought you to Avon? So why did you initially join? What have you been most proud of as a result of your Avon business? And what would you like to achieve in your business from now through the end of the year? So, you know, basically the next 3 months, what would you like to achieve? So let's just take a minute and let's hear what you have to say. Come on, don't be shy. Is Donna the only one that's going to answer? Come on, guys. So what brought you to Avon? What are you most proud of? And what would you like to achieve between now and the end of the year? Okay, so maybe if we did this little workshop in person and pass out a piece of paper, we get you to answer, but that's okay. So thank you for those of you that shared. So I appreciate that. And let's just go through some of these. And it started with Donna. So and I've heard this story before. Donna's shared it with me. Her then 13-year-old wanted a laptop. Now she's 27, getting married in 3 weeks. I can hardly wait to see the pictures from the beautiful wedding. But I know that Donna has accomplished a lot, and I know that you have a lot to be proud of. And if you don't type it in the box tonight, I'll probably be giving you a call tomorrow to find out where do you want to be or what do you want to achieve by the end of the year. I know you've had a lot on your plate, Donna, getting ready for the wedding. So, and then Beth says that number one, she was a former customer. And so the answer to the number two is that she's most proud of creating an online presence. So congratulations on that. And that she wants to achieve bronze ambassador by the end of the year. So thank you, Beth, for that. And Lisa said extra cash to pay for diapers, gas, milk, bread, eggs, all of that. Oh, I hear you. It turned into a full-time career, and 19 years later, check that out. Jamaica's on her mind. And Lisa has a lot to be proud of. Having it be a full-time career 19 years later. If I'm not mistaken, I think Lisa was what did we call them? Our makeup maven, is that right, Lisa? I think that you were voted the makeup maven for the Southeast. So I believe that you achieved that. So that's a biggie as well. So thank you for sharing that. Midio says she was getting married and being able to do the slippers for seniors last year was what she was most proud of. And I guess when you said was getting married, maybe is that what brought you to Avon, Midia? I don't remember you sharing that with me. So she said she sounded kind of a slow typer. That's all right. And then Esperanza said she joined Avon to help pay for her wedding, 2 years, growing her business and starting a team. So congratulations. Donna says, okay, she wants to be silver leader by the end of the year. All right, I won't call you. I won't call you tomorrow. And Lisa said, yes, for the Southeast region, she was a makeup maven. So that was a big deal. I remember that several years back. That was a really big deal and a really big reward going to New York. I'm sure that was a lot of fun. And Media says being focused on growing her customers so she can grow a new team. So congratulations. And Lisa said, yeah, the makeup maven was very exciting. All right. Okay, 10 p.m. in 2007. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So 2007 is when you got married. Okay, cool. Oh, Donna says I can call her anytime. Okay, thank you. All right, Antonia says, number one, memories of the Avon lady. That's what brought her to Avon, making customers happy. Received so many, oh my goodness, the Avon lady. So yeah, it really, you should be proud all the time when you're validated by your customers for sure. And then her goal is just doing something that she enjoys. All right, so it looks like Joanne's just joined us. So thank you guys for all of that. Let's go ahead and move on here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Pat.
I think I had to unmute myself, so that's pretty funny. But anyway, yes, I just love hearing these things. And I just think it's so amazing when I'm seeing what Lisa said and what Antonio said, because isn't it true? I mean, we start things, to help pay some bills or to do different things. And then, of course, I just love this goal of doing something I enjoy that Antonia said. So thank you guys for that. But when we're thinking about our own goals, our own things, I think also we need to think as leaders in a company that how many other lives could we change if given that opportunity and being able to offer an opportunity to someone else. So I'd like you to take a moment and really think about the number of people that maybe you could offer this opportunity to and how it might change someone's life. So, thinking about a few of the things that we talk about, we know that people like to stay home with their kids, even retire early, but we saw here tonight some really other very good reasons for offering this Avon opportunity to someone. And I think that we have many, many more, and you have your own personal reasons, and your own stories are always the best stories. So, with that, Marie, next slide, please. Okay. When I think about really bringing things together, I think about that everyone has a purpose, or they at least would like to find out maybe what their purpose is. And that changes in the course of a lifetime. But people do like to have a purpose, and it connects when you know what someone's purpose is. You're connecting with that person and sharing maybe what their dreams are, their goals. And you are becoming confident leaders. Of course, some of you are already confident leaders. You've been in this business a long time. And so when you start to connect and develop a plan with the people that you're offering this opportunity to, you are better equipped to help them succeed. And that's, of course, the goal of every leader is how can I help my team? So by putting a plan together and knowing people's dreams, goals, maybe their purpose, or maybe Avon becomes their purpose, you are in a really, really great position to help a lot of people and offer them some really, really wonderful things. And of course, things that they need in their lives. And you are a life changer when you do that. And of course, I don't want to forget building great relationships with other people because we are a relationship business. Okay, Marie. So, I'd like you to think about who you know. And when we think about the people we know and places we go, okay? Of course, you have your customers, friends, family, neighbors, work colleagues, okay, social media friends. Um, who is your best Avon customer? Is this someone that you should be talking to about joining your team? You're not losing a customer, you're gaining a team member. And this person gets their products at a discount, gets to introduce it to their family, friends, neighbors, work colleagues, etc. So, I want you to think about who you know that has a network of friends. And how about the people we know that have large families? Oh my gosh. And we know that people love Avon. So I just start thinking about who you know. And I think you'll be surprised that you know many, many more people than you're giving yourself credit for. We're all very busy. We all go out there meeting people all of the time. And I think that Avon is definitely an icebreaker. I mean, people just love it. And when we're talking to them, some might not be interested when you start talking to them, but guess what? They could be that best Avon customer. So I just think that these are a great idea. Think about who do you know? And if you haven't done a list in a long time, go back. You've met new people over the last few years, I'm sure, and maybe you haven't added them to your list. So it's really about networking with family and friends. That's your warm market. And of course, talking to everyone you come in contact with and starting conversations. And it isn't saying, hey, do you want to buy Avon? Of course not, because people really understand when you care and when you're interested in them. So I encourage all of you to redo your list or do a list if you haven't done one and just start jotting down the people you know. I think you'll be surprised how fast that list will grow. So sometimes we need to start conversations with people and we sort of don't know how to do that, right? We feel a little maybe self-conscious. So the people that are in your warm market will be the people here on this list that you see. Of course, work we know, and some people aren't allowed to sell at work, but you find out if you can talk to people. But schools and daycares and in your local community, your own hairdresser, local businesses, there are just people everywhere. And there are people actually looking. I've learned quickly, never prejudge. We never really know when someone might be looking for the opportunity. Next slide. Thank you. So I was saying about some conversation starters and sharing the love. This is one that some people have used. You know, they're saying the person's name, of course, hey, and you were scanning through their Facebook and their status update came up. Okay, this is just something you can think about using. I encourage you to use your own words. Reach out to people and make it your own, okay? Um, I like that, the person here is saying, I'm just throwing this out there, and that they're a professional recruiter for cosmetic and health company and expanding in the area. Are you open to making extra money? This is just one approach. Like I said, please think about making it your own, letting people know some of the benefits. I like this one. Our company represents the opportunity for full-time earnings without the traditional 9 to 5. We support those who enjoy independence and spend more time at home with their family. And how would a full-time earnings without the 9 to 5 every day enhance your family time? Because so many people dislike their jobs. And I'll say, always stay honest. Always tell them, that it takes time to build. Again, gauge this according to the person you're speaking with. And I think you can read people well enough to know, is this the right thing to say to that person? Or should the approach be something else? Marie, can you give me the other one? I enjoy the benefits of a business that is growing both locally and online. I teach others how to earn an additional $300 a month without changing their current schedule. And how would an additional $300 each month benefit your life or benefit you? I like this approach very much because so many people are looking for a side gig. They're looking for something to earn just that extra $300. Could be a car payment, could be could be an event out for the family, little extras. So gauge it to the person you're speaking with, and by asking the right questions, you'll soon find out. Are they looking for a job to replace the job they have, or are they just looking for some additional income? So just really learn how to read people better, ask them the questions, and I think that, just be yourself. Tell your own story. I think there's no better story than your own. And I'm going to turn it back over to Marie now to talk about the earnings increase.
Awesome. Thank you, Pat. So we know, and there have been a lot of articles, I'm sure you all have seen them as well, is that the gig economy, lots of people are looking for a way to make extra money, and they may not be looking for even the $300 a month. We always used to call it the $300 solution because that's what people that were looking for an additional income were interested in earning. So we're going to continue to talk about that, but a lot of people that you meet may not even be interested in the extra $300. Of course, and some people may want more. But now from the people in the conversation to, beginning to connect to the plan, 40 prospects in 4 minutes can connect to 40% as a new representative, or if you're non-President's Club, this can help you achieve President's Club as well. So, you can take the word prospect out of there and put customers in there. So any way that you do this little task is really going to help you grow your business with prospects and customers. So in our materials pod, I've included a form of this here. So it's going to take you through just some thought starters, relatives, friends, coworkers, neighbors. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just make sure you spend the time. I'm going to send you the recording from tonight along with all the materials. All of you that are established leaders, certainly this is something you want to share with your downline as well, because a lot of people, whether they're in the business just to earn a little bit of money or a lot of money, maybe they're wanting to start a team as well. This is just a really good way to, it's just a good exercise for them to get them to start thinking outside the box, because we know as leaders is that the people that we bring on only think of their mother, their sister, their immediate family, maybe the people they work with, and they're not even thinking about the clubs that they belong to or the places that they do business with. They're not thinking about, oh, the teachers at my children's school or the coach at the soccer field. So it's just a really great exercise to take them through, right? All right. So let's just do the math together. 20 customers with a $20 order each is $400 in award sales, right? So $400 is a 35% earnings. If we could get them to bump that up a little bit, that would even be greater if we took that $20 order to $25. But right now, with the average order being a little bit lower, that $400 orders 35%. That's 140 in additional earnings from personal sales in one campaign. So that's nearly $300 in a month. So whether you're looking at your downline to help them get there in order to help your entire unit sales, I mean, certainly again, that exercise is not only going to help your representatives, it's going to help you be successful as well, because we're all struggling to get to that unit total that we need in order to keep our title right now, or even to get to the next title. So many of our, and you've heard it if you've been on any of the region calls or even the national calls, is that I think the last, and Pat, you can correct me, but I think I heard that 80% of our leaders nationwide have been performing below their title.
That's
So,
right. That's
yeah,
right.
it's a big
It,
number.
it is. It is a big
Yeah.
number. And so, of course, we know that the different titles, of course, pay out different levels. But yes, I believe we are at about 80% that are performing under title.
Well, and the good news is, and it's very exciting news, is that our new company, LG, is going to be bringing some really great new product lines into our business. But they're also going to be investing a lot in you and in us as coaches. But they're going to be doing advertising. You're going to see that soon, actually starting in October. So you're going to be hearing more about that in the next couple weeks. Some really exciting news. There's some things that we recently learned about that I'd love to tell you about, but we are sworn to secrecy. But just be confident in knowing that there are many great things to come, and that even though we have 80% of our leaders struggling to get back to their title, if you engage your representatives now and get them moving in the fourth quarter, next year is going to be a big year for everybody. So very excited about all that's coming down the pipeline. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to Pat.
Okay, and I'm going to kind of whip through this because we want to keep you on time tonight, and your time's valuable. And I want Marie to be able to get to the end because there are some things that are very important as reminders and things for you to know. But I can't emphasize enough. Are you asking this question to the people that you're talking to? And more importantly, when is the last time you asked this question to your current team members? How much money do you need to earn over the next 2 weeks? I'm telling you, this is the key question right here. Any of you leaders on this call, I know things have changed, We used to have that daily care collection, for those of you that remember that, and it had been a staple for all new representatives. But they're sharing something now new because they really did upgrade. And this is something that's being offered to new people only. And they are allowed to promote these products, call them little bundles, okay? And there's a $50 one and a $25 one. They're packed with the same great products that new representatives are getting in their gifts when they're signing up, the sign up gift sets. So representatives are getting these things, trying them, and I think feeling more comfortable talking about them. Because when we use products, of course, we're more comfortable talking about something we know or something we've tried. So at $25 and $50, both of these are an incredible value for a new person getting started. This could be the difference in whether they're staying or whether they're not, because this basically, when they give you that answer, how much would they like to earn in their 2-week period, you now have something here that you can really put kind of a plan together and help them. Okay. So the $50 orders, of course, on their online stores, it's free shipping. So there's so many advantages to using these new bundles. But let's say someone said to you, I want to earn $300 over the next 2 weeks. Okay, so we take it, always multiplying it by the 2.5, they would need $750 in total sales, okay? Now, we just showed the $25 and $50 new introductory bundles for new people, and they would have to sell 30 or have 30 customers at $25, or they'd have to have 15 if they were getting $50 orders. Now, we know everyone might not be ordering this bundle, but this is just a great example to show someone you want $300 over the next 2 weeks. Here's what you would need to do: 15 $50 orders. And it kind of makes it a little bit easier to understand when you can see it like this right in front of you. And we know that sales and recruiting go hand in hand. So, you know, without sales, I mean, we are a product-driven company, so sales are critical. So let's teach the new people that come in how to make this money. If that $300 is something that, you know, they desire, that they need. Marie, next slide, please. Keep going. Because you can use that formula with any numbers you plug in. Again, I just talked about these bundle offers from your Avon Now mobile app, and, you know, text it out to people, share with, you know, email, social media. But because it is for new people only, this is just a great opportunity. And you as a leader, if you are not talking about this with your new folks, you're really doing them a disservice and your numbers a disservice, because believe me, when people start to really embrace this, you'll see the numbers change for team sales. So I think that it's a great idea that the bundles are now available, matching the gift sets that new representatives get. So with that, Marie, I'm going to turn it over to you for some reminders, and go ahead. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up real quick, get you guys off. So just a few reminders. You probably already know this, but the High Five online has been extended again through the end of the month. And if you want, you can take a snap of, or you can save this screen, but certainly there's some words on the left that you can share with your team on the High Five. I mean, it's just really important to show the numbers. I mean, I think it's really powerful when you can see that if you text 5 of your contacts from your smartphone or contacts that you have on Facebook, so whether you're texting or putting it out on social media, what it could look like. So if you did this every day for 5 days, I mean, look what it could look like at the end of a month. I mean, you could have a potential 600 contacts in a month. So quite a lot. Some pretty impressive number there. All right, and also again, don't forget that those of you that are already producing at a higher level in leadership, 25 qualified new recruits, and then $80,000 in team sales from um, the incentive period running from campaign 14 through campaign 26. Dogs are barking, and they're not mine. But this is a new way to earn, and do be looking. I hear that may be getting even more news about Make It Jamaica. So let's see if we hear something in the next couple days. So make sure you are checking your email daily from Avon or checking the Avon USA page, because I've just heard from a little birdie that there might be something coming out. And then who on your team will be celebrating the achievement of President's Club in 2019? So, don't forget, including our current campaign right now, campaign 20, we just have 7 campaigns left this year. So if you haven't already, look at your downline, see who's like maybe at $6,000 or more in sales campaign to date, and then schedule a time to meet with them face to face, virtually, or on the phone. Help them plan a strategy to achieve President's Club. In fact, the forum that Pat was just talking about, you can use that same kind of formula to figure out what they need to sell in each campaign, and maybe go campaign by campaign, look at something specifically in the brochure. Maybe there's a fragrance bundle, or something that they could bundle together and sell to their customers in order to get to where they need to be each campaign. So certainly you can use that with your President's Club people too. You can ask them, how much do they want to earn in the next 2 weeks in this campaign? How much do you want to earn? Let's talk about where you need to be in order to achieve President's Club. So certainly let's keep in touch with them often. Have them be accountable to you, give them lots of recognition, because their success is your success. All right. All progress takes place outside the comfort zone. I love this quote because I have not met, let me take that back. I think I have had, in the 19 years I've been with Avon, so Lisa, I've been with Avon as long as you've been with Avon. So for the 19 years I've been with Avon, I've had 2 leaders tell me that they love to recruit. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true, because even today, myself, as much recruiting that I've done over the years, it's still uncomfortable sometimes to start that conversation. So the progress takes place outside the comfort zone, and being a leader, sometimes you have to put yourself outside, right? So whether you're recruiting, having a tough conversation maybe with somebody in your downline, the progress is made. And so just keep that in mind, that it will happen outside of the comfort zone. So thank you guys for attending. We're going to hang on for just another couple of minutes to see if you have any questions. You can type those in the chat box, because Pat, maybe it's on your side. I don't know. My audio is all messed up. I don't have the ability to take anybody off of mute if they wanted to ask a question live. But
right. Yeah, they can put it in the chat box, Marie, if they have a question.
Okay, cool.
I would suggest just put it in the chat box. And, I want to follow up with what Marie said. We know that it's not always comfortable sometimes for new people to talk about things, especially if you're not feeling like you know everything. Well, trust me, none of us know everything. I promise you. Marie said LG has come on board. Changes are coming. We're all learning together. We're in this together, and we can do this together. We as field sales coaches are here to support, encourage, motivate, and be here. And the business at the end of the day is your business. And you know better than anyone your own personal style. And as I said before, be yourself. Talk about the things that you love. Talk about the good things that Avon has done for you. Just be yourself. And that attracts people, and people relate to people that are real. We don't need to make it up. We have just been purchased by a fabulous company that's going to be bringing us things like we have never seen before. Avon's definitely on the upswing. And I mean, you took the time tonight to be on this call. We appreciate you, of course, being here. And I just want to say, I'm excited about what's coming. I'm excited about the new products. I'm just excited about a lot of things that are happening. So I hope that you will join us again when we continue to do this monthly call. We will get a little bit more advanced as we go along. I know Lisa is a veteran, but you know what? Lisa got on that call tonight, and that tells you everything. That's a person that truly is doing her business. So we could all learn from that. And like I said, we just appreciate you taking your time to be with us. We hope you'll join us for the future. And if there aren't any other questions, Marie, I think that we can say goodnight to everyone and thank them and just have a wonderful rest of your week.
You bet.
And
Thank you,
thank
everybody. Hopefully, we'll see you
you.
again on October 8th. Please invite any of your downline members that are thinking about leadership or already in leadership. We'd love to have them join us as well. They don't necessarily have to live in either of our territories. It's one team, one Avon. We want to help. We want to help you. All right, guys, have a good evening, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.